right, so this is the Kojima Productions Report, session number 43. Getting up there.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And we're joined by the folks from 8-4, the translation house in Japan, John Riccardi and
Hello.
Hiroki Minamoto.
Hi.
And thanks for joining me on the show again. The second time.
Yeah.
Second time we were in the neighborhood.
Yes,
Yeah,
right.
we're just hanging around.
Hanging down by the garden of Midtown.
Uh-huh.
It's really cool. You know, we've
Cool.
moved into this new office, and in the back there's like a really spacious garden that is part of the Midtown property. And we're just kind of hanging out by this little pond.
It's nice. You guys must be doing good for yourselves.
I
Yeah.
hope so. Well, like, I think it's all banking on one game, but which one is that?
Stock trading game.
Or the new game that you guys came and talked about today with Mr. Nojiri.
Oh, yeah.
The unannounced
That was,
new game.
That was cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Sounds like a cool concept.
Yeah, he's been working hard on it for quite a long time, and ever since Acid 2 came out.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's not Acid 3. That's as far as I can probably say.
Darn.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
It's really interesting.
So yeah, I mean, I got a bunch of letters that I thought I'd get into. You know, letters that came in from listeners. I got some news, some Japan bashing. No. Yes, maybe we should just kick it off. I mean,
Go
or
for
unless
it.
you guys want to talk about like what you've been up to. I mean, you've been busy, right?
Oh yeah, we've
usual.
been busy, but yeah, we're not here to talk about us. We just finished a couple of PSP games. John Dark is coming out later this year, and we worked on a game called Brave Story, which is really cool. The new Tales game for PSP, so a lot of PSP love.
Yeah.
PSP's not dead yet.
It's far from it. I mean, there's been a lot of PSP love lately. You know, coming from the press and just from friends of mine and stuff. There's like a lot of quality stuff there.
Yeah, I hope they make a new revision of the PSP that's, you know, a little more portable, maybe ditch the UMD, and I think we'd all be really happy.
I think so.
See, there's always those rumors, but who knows?
Right. Well, I think we'll find out something soon. I mean, they've got to do something, right? But yeah, it's still not dead in Japan, that's for sure. I mean, Monster Hunter 2.
Oh,
Covered
yeah.
that a lot.
Hearing Nojiri-san talk about how much he loves Monster Hunter 2 makes me kind of want to go back and play it, but I just...
Dangerous.
It's like World of Warcraft. I don't want to. I'm scared to get into it basically because you know it's going to just suck up so much of your time.
Yeah, but you're kind of late to the party already, so it's not going to be as fun.
I'm late to both parties. Yeah, I know.
Well, you know, there's this legend, like this Nojiri legend that is quite popular within at least the press I know, is because every time they interview him, he talks about his girlfriend.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah,
Or
yeah.
past girlfriends. And we've got a new Nojiri story that came out of the meeting today about how during the height of his Monster Hunter addiction, he was actually waking up early in the morning
Yeah.
to play.
Uh-huh.
I mean, that's sad.
Yeah, and his girlfriend was pissed.
Yeah. They're very upset. And so, yeah, I think she actually made him quit after, 200 hours of gameplay?
Really?
Yeah,
Really,
which is probably a good thing.
that's insane.
Well, it's impressive that she was able to make him quit.
Yeah, they just, well, she's a very strong lady.
Oh, really?
I met her. She's very nice, but you don't want to mess with her.
Oh, okay.
So that's a little bit of Nojiri news for you. But we also have some Metal Gear Solid 4 news, or non-news, as I might call it. You know, the internet kind of blew up a few weeks ago when the 1UP guys came on the show, and we talked about, you know, PS3 versus Xbox. Is it worth putting the game MGS4 on Xbox? And that whole controversy. And then a lot of blogs picked up on it, like 1UP, IGN.
I saw that.
Yeah, it's like it was big news about just like one little comment about if we were going to do it on 360, we wouldn't change the content of the game. And I thought it was interesting. I just wanted to bring this up because I saw this on Joystick, a very popular news blog site. And they have a news story about Konami's recent press release about their fiscal year, and that Metal Gear Solid 4 is expected by fiscal. Well, fiscal for Konami is the end of fiscal is the end of next March, so March 31st.
Yeah.
So there's all this some worries or some fears that, you know, maybe Metal Gear's coming at the end of March or something like that. Well, I just thought to set the record straight here when I read the Joystick article. It says, if Metal Gear Solid 4 remains a PlayStation exclusive, as Konami insists it will, Sony can expect to sell plenty more consoles by March 31st. Well, I thought that was kind of interesting. They said, as Konami insists it will, and then they linked to my podcast. And
Oh no!
I just want to make sure,
No.
guys, I love Joystick. I check the site every day. But yeah, please listen to the podcast. I don't think I insisted that Metal Gear Solid 4 is exclusive to PlayStation 3. But I don't. You listen for yourself, and you can determine that.
Yeah.
Just wanted to clear that up a little bit, and then
It's coming out for the game.com also.
yeah, that and Engage, but oh, am I supposed to say that?
Cut that out. It's okay.
Oh, okay, I'll cut that out later. And then also a little bit of Metal Gear news: Smash Brothers Brawl. A lot of actually most of the musicians that are going to be appear in the game they're not going to appear in the game. Their songs are going to appear in the game.
I saw that. Yeah.
That list was released. And were you there on the internet, just like clicking F5 refresh on the Smash Brothers site?
No, but I saw the response on the forums was pretty crazy. People were just like, talking about it for like the 48 hours leading up to the site being unveiled.
Well, it's funny because wasn't it like they had a countdown to when the site was going to unveil, and then when it was finally unveiled, it said starts today.
Right.
So you had to wait until I don't know whenever
another like 6 hours or whatever. But so who from Konami is contributing to the music, or Kojima specifically?
Well, we've got Akihiro Honda, and there's some confusion that he was just like a musician that we have at Konami, but he was actually the sound director of Portable Ops.
Oh wow!
And he wrote some tunes for that, and some of the more popular tunes from that game. So he's working on the Smash Brothers soundtrack, of course, because Solid Snake is appearing in the game.
Right.
Yeah.
So. And they also had a very impressive list of musicians that are going to be here. All Japanese, which I thought was kind of interesting.
Yeah, Tommy Tallarico didn't make the cut. Huh?
He didn't. Maybe in the next announcement. Jun Fukuda and Masafumi Takada from Grasshopper, Killer 7 fame, are going to be in there. They're very cool.
That's awesome.
They're very talented. Kenji Yamamoto from who did Super Metroid and Metroid Prime.
Wow.
And then I thought this was interesting. There's a Yoshiyuki Sudo, who I've never heard of before. He did the Everybody Votes channel. And,
Really?
Have you done that?
That catchy music? Yeah, I've done it.
Yeah. So I thought that was kind of cool.
That's interesting.
Does that mean there's going to be Everybody Votes character?
Maybe.
Confirmed is Smash Brothers.
Ballot.
So yeah, that's going to wrap it up for the news. But are you pumped for the Smash Brothers? Are you a big Smash Brothers fan?
I would say I'm a big fan of Smash Brothers. I wouldn't say I'm good at Smash Brothers. I mean, I've played the single-player game a lot, but I don't have lots of friends who are into Smash Brothers. So I like it. I'm looking forward to it a lot. I'm looking forward to seeing this music list of all these different musicians from all these different companies. You have to wonder if Solid Snake's not the only hidden character. Not hidden, but like non-Nintendo character in the game. Like, I wonder if it's not a hint that maybe there's more or whatever. So I'm really excited to find out about that.
Yeah, I think they're hinting at some stuff too.
Yeah.
But it's amazing, when you look at the sales of the last Smash Brothers, that is a huge phenomenon.
Yeah, in Japan,
That
it's
game.
like that was the single most highest selling game for GameCube in Japan, right? I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that not the same for the States too?
I don't know about States, probably, but
So this is going to be massive when it hits, and I think they announced it's going to be done by the end of the year. So very cool. Looking forward to that one. But very curious how that's going to control.
True.
didn't he say you're going to be able to control it with the GameCube controller or something?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, he's going to use a nunchuck. I mean, I guess it should.
I thought it's going to have standard controls, but I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it's going to have both. I mean, you probably know more than you're even saying. So.
Yeah. Well,
Joystick, are you listening?
I heard it was going to use a 6-axis, but that was just a rumor.
Uh-oh.
Let's jump from the news to the mailbox. We got lots of letters to cover.
Awesome.
Got a really cool letter from Luca from Australia. I guess he just recently celebrated a birthday, as did I. So I just want to wish him a happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, Luca. And he was talking about in his mail about, and he's a big Metal Gear fan, and he wants to introduce Metal Gear to his friends, but and he thought that he should start off with Metal Gear Solid 1, but it's been pretty tough going, because the game has aged over time, and it's not as easy as it used to be to get into. And he was asking for any suggestions on how to introduce it to a friend, and yeah, that's a tough question. But I mean,
how to suggest Metal Gear?
How to present it to a friend who's never played Metal Gear? How to get them into it? Because you're very familiar with Metal Gear Solid 1 because you reviewed it for EGM magazine way back in the day.
I did,
right?
way back in the day. That was one of the first 10 scores I ever gave a game. I really love Metal Gear 1. I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's kind of old now, huh? I haven't played the GameCube one actually. So I would imagine that's a little more modern. I mean,
yeah, definitely. You can.
I know some like hardcore fans kind of would prefer the PlayStation one or whatnot, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking, I would almost suggest Twin Snakes for for his friends, for Luca's friends, because
Right.
if you have access to a GameCube, pick that up because the visuals are more appealing, they're cleaner, and then you can also it's easier to control.
Slightly more modernized, I guess.
They integrate some Metal Gear Solid 2 control schemes into it. Yeah, but if you're looking for the purest version, it's definitely the PlayStation original.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I played that one.
Did you really? Wow.
did you finish it?
No, I haven't. But yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
See,
I
that was
remember
back in the
being
day
fun.
when even in Japan, girls actually played PlayStation
Exactly,
games,
yeah.
right? Yeah, they don't play anymore.
was that in Crash Bandicoot, right, for you? Because I heard that was huge with Japanese girls.
That's true. Not for me though.
Because you like the dance, right? The Crash dance.
Yeah.
And what else were you playing like back in the day on PlayStation?
Mingoru.
Hot Shots Golf.
Yeah. What else?
That was it. Q, it's not Q, right? Or Intel Cube, Intelligent
Oh,
Cube.
yeah, you played that, right?
yeah.
IQ.
Oh, I was so addicted.
And Psy was, I think, was
Psy,
pretty big.
yeah.
That was awesome. That
I'm
was
so
a great
good
game.
at
I think that was
Psy.
called
Devil
Devil
Dice?
Dice in
Yeah.
America. Yeah, that was a great
Yeah,
game.
Devil Dice.
That was kind of like the golden age for.
Sony.
Parappa the Rapper.
Parappa, yeah.
But now the golden age for female gamers has got to be the DS.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
totally. DS
Animal
is the
Crossing.
first system since the PlayStation 1 that I think really attracted like a wide audience, you know?
Right.
True.
And I know you're waiting for the translated version of Hannah Montana.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Oh yeah.
But you
bring
have
that
great
out,
English skills, so you can probably play in English and have no problem understanding what Hannah's talking about.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd suggest, Luca, to get your friends a GameCube and play Twin Snakes. That's what I would suggest.
You think it's a bad idea to start with like portable ops, say, because it's, you know, accessible and it's new and
No, not at all. I mean, but it's definitely a different experience. It's
story wise, would you screw it up? You think by
yeah, a little bit. I mean, if you're gonna play portable ops, might as well just give them Metal Gear Solid 3, the first game
Right.
in the
timeline wise,
yeah, in the
right?
timeline,
Yeah.
right? Because yeah, like as most people know who are listening to this podcast, it stars Big Boss in portable ops. In Snake Eater, you don't know that Snake will become
Right.
become Big Boss. So.
But
then again, these are casual
if
gamers,
if
right?
Lucas' friends listening, you just spoiled it. So.
I know.
Don't listen.
They cover their ears. So this is really cool too. About a month ago, we had a question come in from a listener in Saudi Arabia, I believe, and I then voiced a question back to them, saying, let's talk about. Tell me about gaming in Saudi Arabia. How do you get your hands on a copy of Metal Gear Solid? I mean, I just don't expect a lot of EB games and Yodobashi cameras to be in Saudi Arabia. I mean, maybe that's just a misconception of mine. But just how do you? What games are popular in Saudi Arabia? And that's the kind of the questions that I asked to listeners, and we got a bunch of responses. One from Big M from Saudi Arabia. Hey Ryan, you asked about gaming in Saudi Arabia. Well, we all have import shops, and but the most popular are U.S. versions, aside from Japanese and European versions. And the most popular gaming platform is the PlayStation 2. And he says that Winning Eleven is huge, then Metal Gear Solid, and then GTA after that is really popular. I just don't have that image of Saudi Arabians playing GTA, but then again, it's maybe ignorance on my part. He says we don't have age ratings, but my 9-year-old brother plays San Andreas all the time. I was like, dude, you gotta take that away from him, man.
Yeah.
Not that San Andreas is a bad game, but yeah, I don't think you'd want your 9-year-old brother to play that. But yeah, I thought that was interesting. So they're playing a lot of games that U.S. gamers are playing, I guess.
Yeah.
So
That's interesting. I know nothing about the scene over there. I'm sorry to say.
yeah, and then
But be careful. Jack Thompson's gonna go after that dude's little brother.
he is. Big M, look out. And we also have another mail coming in from Stone X from Kuwait. He says, "Dear Ryan, I heard in session 37 when you talked about my email that you're surprised that we have such up-to-date video games. Well, I'm happy to tell you that you have outdated information regarding the Middle East."
Too much Fox News.
I'm from Kuwait, and we can enjoy both Japanese and U.S. versions of games 2 or 3 days before their domestic releases.
Wow.
Which I thought was interesting.
How
I don't know
how does that
how do you get your hands on those? And he says, and guess what? I had my PS3 back in December, while most people in America and Japan didn't have theirs. They're all waiting in line for them. So this guy, he's elite. I'm going to go to
Yeah.
Stone X's
He's
house.
hooked up.
And so yeah, I guess I had outdated information, but I don't know. I mean, I went to the Middle East on research for Metal Gear Solid 4, and what I witnessed was a lot of PlayStation 1 No, I didn't see one PlayStation 2.
Really?
And I saw lots of people playing PlayStation 1 in like internet cafes, and they're all playing like old school versions of Winning Eleven.
Really?
Yeah.
So did you see a lot of like pirated games and stuff like that there? Or yeah? 'Cause
I don't know about
noticed
Saudi
that
Arabia or Kuwait, but
when we went to Thailand, I mean that's totally different part of the world, but you
Sure.
know almost everything there is pirated. So I kind of imagine that the markets in these like smaller, not you know, not quite as large nations have you know a lot of piracy and whatnot.
yeah, I mean, I think I can speak for almost every video game publisher that they like to publish their games in China or in Thailand or in the Middle East, but there's this fear of piracy that really needs taken care of before you can really take it seriously, you know. But in the meantime, yeah, just get your hands on Metal Gear however you can, I guess, from import shops or if you have to play the Japanese version, you know. So very interesting. I learned a lot. All right, well, I think that wraps up for the mailbox. Yeah.
So you're traveling around a lot lately, I hear.
Well, not too much, but I do have a trip coming up on Monday, going back to Hollywood.
Oh, okay.
Hollywood.
What are you doing in Hollywood?
Well, more voiceover recording for Metal Gear Solid 4.
How's that going?
It's going smooth. It just takes a lot of time. You know,
You guys announced all the actors and stuff, right? Or some of them? Or?
some of them, yeah.
So was there, you know, were certain people not announced for a reason? Like, are you keeping some stuff under wraps
Of
because
course.
there's cool?
Yeah, we have a lot of returning characters that we haven't announced yet. So, you know, if we
Oh,
announce the
that
voice
people
actors,
don't even know are in the game.
right?
Oh,
So, I mean, I want to say their names so badly too, but you know, it's best to wait, you know,
Yeah.
and see them
That's
appear
true.
in the game, or maybe it'll leak out somewhere. But yeah, it's really
Come
cool.
here.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, we have a ton of voice actors. We're employing half of Hollywood to come in and play to voice this game. But I'm going to be having Christopher Randolph, who is Audicon, on the show in a few weeks. So
Sweet.
listeners are welcome to send in their questions for Audicon, and I'll ask him as many as I can
Nice.
and have him on the show. And so waiting on a reply from one other voice actor to see if he can come on the show or not. And
I got a question.
Yeah,
So
go
do
ahead.
these actors know like the full backstories of their characters before they get involved? Like did you know in Metal Gear 2 there was the Scott Dolph. Did the real Scott Dolph know? Did he voice that guy, or was that just
that was a different voice actor. I
different
believe.
voice actor?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was the character.
Some of
was
those
just
guys
named
have,
after-
you know, pretty sordid backstories, like Otacon too, and I wonder, like, the actors who play the characters know all about it.
It kind of depends on the voice actor. Some of them are very, very interested in the Metal Gear mythos, and in that case, it's kind of a problem for us because we run out of time to record because it ends up taking forever to explain. Oh, then Ocelot did this, but he really didn't do that, and then when he said that, they really didn't mean that. You know, like it just gets really complicated. So we just kind of throw up our hands and say, whatever, just record it like this,
Right,
because it's going to take forever. But yeah, there are those kind of voice actors that are really interested
Get into
in
it.
like Otacon, for example. That's why I want him on the show, is because he's very interested to see what the fans have to say, and he loves his character.
And he's moved on to like more bigger and better like kind of things too, right? Like beyond video games.
Yeah, he's doing Broadway. He's doing plays.
That's
It's really
awesome.
cool.
Wow.
And he's living in New York, so he's flying into LA to.
See, that's
to
cool
record.
that they're interested enough in Metal Gear that they're willing to still go, you know, because to them, I would imagine voice acting is kind of like going down a notch, you know, in their career, but they're still willing to commit themselves to something like this. This is
Yeah, I, mean,
awesome.
I guess it depends on the project. You know, I mean, Metal Gear's pretty big. He's gonna be played by millions of people, and I think that can hurt your resume. But I mean, it is very much appreciated that he would take the time,
Yeah.
because that's a long residency you have to do in Hollywood. We're gonna have him for 2 weeks this time.
Wow.
So he's gonna be like me. We're just gonna be sitting in hotels, just kind of figuring out something to do.
So what can we glean from this? I guess that means Otacon has a lot to say in Metal Gear Solid 4.
He does.
You heard it here first.
That's right, confirmed. He's got a lot to say, and so does Snake this time, which is funny. Because up until now, Snake's been kind of quiet. He just kind of grunts.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, he's got his body's failing him, and he's having a hard time speaking. But all of a sudden, he's got a lot of things to say. And we talked about that with David Hayter, and that's just the irony of Snake, the character. So, yeah, looking forward to it. If you have any suggestions about what to do in LA, people, send them in. Because usually I'm up for anything after recording. Just want to get out of that room.
Oh yeah. I know
Windowless
how that
room.
feels.
Have you talked about what recording is like? Like, do your listeners know like what a day is like? I mean,
Not
it's
too
pretty,
much, yeah,
Pretty
we could-
grueling, right?
It is grueling. We get there about
Yeah.
8 or 9 a.m. and we go hardcore till about 6 or 7 at night. And that's a long time.
It is.
Now, actors are only allowed to voice 4 hours at a time.
Yeah.
I mean, you can pay overtime, but yeah, generally speaking, 4 hours at a time. So we have a number of actors come in during one day, but people like folks like me or like the voiceover director, there's no limit to how many hours they can work, and also
Which
the
sucks.
engineers. So yeah, we're not limited to 4 hours. We're there until all the lines are recorded.
In a dark room.
In the dark room. But it's fun. I mean, there's lots of soft drinks, lots of peanut M&Ms there.
Yeah. I enjoyed that.
That's one of the cool parts. But I mean, it's draining. It's absolutely draining because you have to listen to each line very carefully. And you have to think about how this is going to play out in the game. And you catch yourself every once in a while. Okay, wait a second. There's more than one enemy coming, so it's not, oh, the enemy's coming, it's the enemies, or stupid stuff like that. You have to really pay attention and really think. If the actor reads a line slightly different, you gotta make sure that the edit comes into the subtitles. Sometimes actors figure out stuff like, hey, wait a second, how could this character say this? This happens before this event. How does he doesn't know about this character. And that stuff happens, I think, in a lot of games. And I mean, maybe even in the scripts that you guys check out, when you get it in different batches.
Yeah. You gotta be careful.
You're like, this character shouldn't know this by this point.
Right.
So, yeah, there's a lot to think about. So by the time the recording's finished, you're just absolutely drained.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't realize how much effort goes into recording voices because people will complain about voices. That's a common complaining point in reviews and whatnot. The voices were terrible or they didn't sound good or whatever. But it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
Not to defend bad voice acting. I mean, I do think the quality of voice acting needs to keep going up. But it's a lot of work, and you need someone like you, for example, who's going to be in there with them the whole time, coaching them and making sure they're doing it the right way. And
you need to record it in Hollywood.
Yes, not in Japan.
No.
Not in Japan, no.
Don't do it in Japan. And either do it in Hollywood or do the mumbles.
The mumbles, right? Is it like Zelda, the mumbles?
Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing.
Oh no, I'm going back to that. My favorite topic.
I know.
but we don't want the mumbles in Zelda, right? Like we want Zelda to go another direction.
Would you agree? Because some people wrote in the comments section of my blog that they like the old school, the mumbling, like the little. I don't know how you describe it. I guess it is just mumbling.
Yeah, it's mumbling, I think. I like the mumbling, too, in a way. There's like a nostalgic thing about it that I like. But, I mean, at the same time, I would not complain at all if a game like Zelda, for example, had voice acting, if it was good. The key is it has to be perfect in Zelda's case.
Of course.
I would much prefer that to reading tons and tons and tons of text and listening to people make silly noises.
Yeah, because I wonder how, the younger generation will accept that, because if this current Zelda is the first game they pick up, wouldn't they feel that it's weird? Because
I think they might think it's a little outdated because most other games today have full voice acting.
Yeah, when somebody's 9-year-old brother's playing San Andreas and that's fully voiceover, and then they go over to Zelda, it's going to seem kind of weird.
Yeah.
But they should at least keep the mumbling an option for people who like the retro style.
Or even if not an option, just have the not important characters mumble. I mean, mix it up. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, I think. But
so yeah, definitely. If you're listening, Nintendo, full voiceovers next time. Do it,
please.
But yeah, it's getting more and more popular, I think, and even PSP games have got full voiceovers, which is cool.
Yeah, even some DS games have lots of voices now. Like Professor Layton came out a few months ago and had tons of voice in the beginning.
Voice
that was really
very
cool.
good.
It's not all voice, but the first 10 minutes or so are fully voiced with
impressive
professional actors. It was really cool.
I think Eigo Tsuke is fully voiceover too.
Yeah, I hope so. I have a pen.
Please keep public places clean. As we're sipping water by the garden, I'm just reminded that there was a Ritz-Carlton at the Midtown. And we were just talking to our photographer, and one of our coworkers, I think today, bought $100 bottle of water at Ritz-Carlton.
That is crazy.
Now, is that as a souvenir or as a joke?
But he actually did it, which is insane.
Now, it is.
What's the purpose for $100 bottle of water?
What was it called again? The Beverly Hills?
Oh, the Beverly Hills...
crown or something?
Crown? Yeah. He said that there's a crown on the bottle.
Is it made of gold?
I mean,
that's insane.
It is.
Hey, John, how about after this, as a joke, you want to go buy a bottle?
If you're buying, sure.
I'm not pitching it.
That's unreal. Well, thanks for joining me on the show, guys. A lot of fun.
Thank you.
Anytime.
Cool. Well, off to LA. Off to go see HIDECHAN.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have a good time.
Are you guys survive the upcoming rainy season in Japan.
Yeah, we'll do our best.
Yeah.
Working away.
All right, guys. Well, thanks again.
Thank
Okay,
you.
cheers.
Bye.
Bye.